Be ready, start.
AI versus schools. Chat GPT rise, ASER scores fall. India needs much better trained teachers to navigate this vortex. Even as India struggles to rise to the present challenges of improving school learning outcomes, a big new one is looming on the horizon. The ASER 2022 report indicating how much the pandemic pushed reading and math outcomes below already disquieting levels has come amidst a global panic about how much chat GPT, an artificial intelligence tool that can write college and school essays and solve some basic problems, will be upending education. For example, it has been banned from New York City public schools, devices, and networks. Remember, this chatbot was launched less than 2 months ago. More advanced versions and cuisines will take exponentially faster tolls. Yet, most of India's policymakers, school administrators, and teachers maintain a loud silence on this topic. Their attitude makes zero sense given the breakneck pace at which the country has been embarrassing new technologies. It is also tone deaf to the buzz among the students themselves. They are strikingly swifter at catching global cultural trends. The pull of a tool that can do the homework without the teacher detecting the plagiarism is no different in Bangalore than New York. Bans are a poor counter, with Chat GPT itself suggesting multiple ways of evading them. Much more sensible works around are also being devised, such as increased in class, handwritten, and creative assignments. ASER reports that across rural government and private schools since 2018, the proportion of class 5th children who can read at least a class 2nd text has fallen from 50.5% to 42.8%, while the number of class 5th children who can do division has fallen from 27.9% to 25.6%. In theory, it is possible that as deep learning is being deployed for mass admissions and testing, it can help guide more effective lesson plans. But this will need teachers with very sophisticated pedagogic and digital competency to be in the driving seat. Basically, a new paradigm of foundational education is rising up in the world, even as India is rallying the building blocks of the previous one. But our Achilles heel remains the same poorly trained teachers. Herding them into a stadium to sit through lectures is a very poor substitute for learning by doing. Meanwhile, Bihar's pupil teacher ratio is a horrifying 54, 55, and 63 at the primary, secondary, and higher secondary levels. Let us equip our teachers better, then they can help turn AI from learning's foe to friend. Northeast hustle. EC sounds poll bigul for three states. BJP juggernaut faces two clear challenges. The Election Commission yesterday officially kicked off the election schedule for the year, while Tripura will vote on February 16. Nagaland and Meghalaya will go to polls on February 27. Counting for all will be held on March 2nd, with BJP President JP Nadda recently declaring the party's intention to go all out in each of the 9 assembly polls this year. Keen contests await the northeast. Of the poll-bound states, BJP is leading the state government in Tripura and is part of governing alliances in Meghalaya and Nagaland. BJP's success lies in the combination of promoting a development narrative for the region, coupled with clever coalition building. But two challenges also confront the party. First, it finds itself increasingly tangled in Northeast's inter-state border disputes. For a region that still relies heavily on natural resources and continues to harbor strong ethnic identities, this is a sensitive issue, pitting one BJP government against another, which rival parties are likely to exploit for political gains. Second, there is also a growing sense among BJP's regional partners that the party is trying to expand at their own expense. For example, there are signs of strain in NPP's relations with BJP since the two parties fought the Manipur polls separately last year, with NPP now declaring candidates for 58 out of 60 seats in Meghalaya. It could open up space for a party like TMC at the expense of BJP. True, BJP deserves credit for revoking the draconian AFSPA in significant parts of the Northeast last year. But full normalcy and end to regional insurgency that are crucial for economic growth hinge on concluding grand deals like the Naga Peace Accord. Meanwhile, BJP's Hindi heartland nationalist sentiments often elicit countervailing political mobilization in the Northeast. In short, BJP's aim of sweeping the poll-bound Northeast states to build political momentum for the rest of 2023 won't be easy.